hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle coming, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Thank you very much. Oh, hey guys. Hi, here guys. Just singing some Johnny Cash. Hello, Ashley. All right, guys. I'm in the vehicle right now, headed south. And as you can see over my shoulder here, on the side of the road, we've got snow on the ground. I'm headed to go chase tornadoes. I'm in North Dakota right now, and the tornado outbreak is tomorrow afternoon. I'm headed to Bismarck, catch a flight out of Bismarck, and I land in Memphis tonight. So grab a rental car tonight, and then chase what looks like a significant tornado threat possible tomorrow. Moderate risk has already been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. They put that up this morning, and that includes a 15% hatched tornado risk area. So there's tons of shear available in the atmosphere tomorrow. Incredible potential on a CAPE, convective available potential energy. So instability, things that give the storm the energy, the oomph, like the fuel essentially, to produce big supercells and tornadoes tomorrow. And it's for November, it's quite high. It's 1,000, 1,500 or so range. So it's close to the Gulf of Mexico, so there's plenty of moisture coming up. Strong low pressure system out over the Great Plains. Stream pulling in that moisture, wrapping it in. Lots of spin in the atmosphere. So significant chance for tornadoes and severe weather tomorrow in the lower Mississippi Valley area. So I'm flying into Memphis. It's kind of the northern extent. It could even go a little further north from there. North of Memphis is also the risk, but the moderate risk area is Memphis is right on the fringe there, and then south into Mississippi, along the Mississippi River. So kind of when you're in the Mississippi River Valley there's some good chasing terrain to the west there into Arkansas. Lots of agriculture and stuff. It's getting hot, man. It's good. Crack the window for a second. So it's good chase terrain down there to the west of the river and a little bit to the east, but eventually you're going to get into trees and stuff, and it makes chasing quite difficult. And these will be fast-moving storms tomorrow. Could get long-track tornadoes, fast-moving, long-track tornadoes. So that's what we'll be tracking down tomorrow. Of course, it's important. We're going to have to stay out ahead of the storm a bit. Look for that storm that matures, and looks like it'll be a dominant storm, discrete supercell, potentially producing a long-track tornado, and I'm going to wait for it downstream until it's a long tracker, and then we'll close in for an intercept, get the drone up, and we'll get the 360 camera up, captured in 360. And I'll also be potentially working with CNN tomorrow to get a tornado live on CNN. So I've been talking with them. We're going to try and make that happen tomorrow. I don't think I've ever seen a tornado live on CNN, so it'll be a first for them. I'll make sure that they credit the YouTube channel here, so then we'll get tons of new subscribers and members funneling in here to our channel. Well, hopefully there's no tornadoes because it's kind of a populated area, unless it stays in agricultural areas to the west. Out in the open there. Plenty of open space there, and not a lot of people living there along the river. It's just fields, flooded fields this time of year because of duck hunters. Ducks migrate down and then they land in the flooded fields to feed the duck hunters. So we're going to be tracking down significant severe weather threat here. Well, right now we're in North Dakota. We're a long ways away from where the potential outbreak could have multiple supercells, even multiple rounds of supercells potentially producing tornadoes. Well, that's what North Dakota looks like right now. It's snow. It warmed up. Got above freezing for a couple of days, so some of the snow is melted. And it's kind of been melting and then freezing overnight, so it's got that hard, crusty layer on top. And then more of a soft, granulated layer underneath. But it's a little colder today. It's below freezing right now, so it's a little colder today, but yep, in the 40s. Even into Canada in the 40s, so quite warm, especially this time of year. But if you are just tuning in, there is a significant severe weather threat tomorrow. Tornado outbreak is possible in the lower Mississippi Valley area. So from, say, 50 to 100 miles north of Memphis, but the threat is significant for tornadoes, so the Storm Prediction Center has a 15% hatched risk area. A moderate risk already been painted, so it's a level 4 out of 5 threat. So quite a significant threat tomorrow. Could even go upgrade, if things were continue to trend into a more conducive atmosphere for tornadoes, more supercells producing more long track tornadoes. You could see an upgrade to a high risk tomorrow. But as is, it is a moderate risk, 15% hatched risk area for tornadoes. Of course, there's also the wind threat, hail threat. in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota right now. Nice sunny day. It looks like there's a, no, it doesn't. I was gonna say maybe there's some snow ahead or something, but I think it's just some clouds. Hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving, ate lots of turkey. It's just another Thursday for us in Canada, but I took my boy ice fishing. He's been going ice fishing with me since he was like 6 months old, sitting in the ice. Before it was a tent. I haven't used anything yet this year, but had an ice tent before, but now I bought a pretty nice ice shack that I've been finishing out, putting a floor in and walls and wiring it up so the family can join me out there and be nice and warm and comfortable. Took my boy ice fishing. It was pretty warm. It was one of those warm days I mentioned, and he caught his first fish. His first fish ever he caught. Caught it ice fishing. It's a little, not even a little perch, it was a good sized perch. It was like a 10-inch perch probably. Sitting there reeling it in. He was jigging it a little bit. And mostly he just would, I'd drop it down to the bottom for him and he'd reel it back in. Kept doing that over and over again. And he was getting too good at reeling and getting fast. I hardly had time getting any jigs in between. And he caught the first fish. He caught one at one of those points. And then I caught nice like 12 and a half inch a little bit after that. So we both caught a fish. The day before I was out there in the same spot. I caught 7, so it was a good bite. I was trying to get him on